Recently chose a path and it wasn't a good path. Unfortunately, this message is especially powerful for Pisces, Gemini, and Sagittarius. And actually, Pisces came out twice, so especially powerful for Pisces. But yeah, you recently made a decision. You decided on a road, on a route, and it was the wrong one. Okay, and the reason why is because your tarot card is the Seven of Cups, and it came out inverted. Here we have someone who has in front of him many options to pick from. We've got a castle, we've got gold, we've got the completion of greatness, but we also have a snake, right? A snake that's venomous. We also have a man who is a liar, a thief, a manipulator. We have a death itself, right? We have a dragon that's ready to burn you. The fact that the card was inverted tells me that you've made the wrong decision. And now the fact that it's also inverted tells me that you are scared to make decisions. So you're kind of stuck. You're finding yourself in a place of stasis where you just don't know where to go, what to move, what to do. And so the advice here is to honor your feelings, right? Just stay in this energy for a while. You're going to learn something from this. Talk less, feel more, right? So this is the energy of the intuitive person who is essentially sacrificing themselves now for an understanding of what is to be. There's an understanding that the unseen forces that have taken hold will lead you somewhere, right? Now, you have to also embrace the flow of life and focus on anything that's positive. So you do have a lot of positive things happening around you, but the thing is, you're not focused there because this decision that you made was a pretty big one. And it kind of hurt your ego, because it's like you made a decision, you made a choice thinking that, hey, I'm going to go, this is the right thing. I have to do this, I have to do that. And then somebody might have noticed what you did and told you, you're an idiot, right? Like, what the hell's wrong with you? And now you're like, damn, they were right. And I wanted them to be wrong so badly. So yeah, now you're kind of finding yourself in this place where it's like, what do I do now, right? What do I do now? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw some cards, and we're gonna see what you do now, right? What does the tarot recommend that you do now? The next card out is the Six of Wands. Even though you don't see it, victory is here, okay? Victory is upon you. Whatever it is that you've decided, whatever it is that you've eliminated, because this is the thing, you made a decision, you made a choice, but really what you did was you eliminated an option from the board, right? It doesn't mean that other options are now going to leave or that they're not there. They're still there. You can still jump to that section of the board or the game. But ultimately, understand that, yeah, you did make the wrong move here. Now it's all just about trying to control yourself, your emotional state, your mental state, and just trying to get over that overthinking. Like, I messed up. I'm embarrassed. I'm an idiot. How can I do this to myself again? I mean, I've been down this road before. How can I be a dumbass, right? But ultimately, there is a completion that took place here, which is why you've got the World showing up. The World is one of my favorite cards because it is my birth card, so I love that card. But ultimately, the World is talking about the ending of something, the ending of a cycle. It's almost like, listen, you've made so many bad choices. You've been down this road so many times. You've messed up so many times that it's like, if you mess up again, I can't even say it because I'm gonna get dinged. But ultimately, like, just my goodness, right? If you keep making the same dumb mistake again, and you keep looping, deciding to date the same person over and over again, knowing the end result of it, going and doing work that is not going to yield any fruit, acting the same way that you've been acting for so long. If you keep doing this, then ultimately now you're going to have to go seek some therapy, some counseling. You need to speak to someone because now you are insane, right? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Ultimately, you know exactly what you did wrong, right? And now you're kind of finding yourself in this moon energy. Things are very difficult to see under the light of the moon, but the moon also illuminates and gives an understanding of feminine mysteries. So give into that feminine mystery, right? Give into maybe some girl time, right? Let's be honest, like 99% of the people watching this are women. So, right, girl time is going to help you out. Give into the energy of family and friends. We've got here Ten of Cups energy, which confirms that communicating with people who are I get this feeling of femininity here with the moon and the Ten of Cups, right? So, give into that energy, and it's going to yield some good results for you. Ultimately, the fact that you've got the Emperor showing up now reversed as well tells me that you're feeling depleted, and you're feeling like things are just not going to be okay. You're feeling like a loser, right? The Empress reversed, she does not know her worth, right? And this is the thing about self-worth, self-love. Sometimes the people who talk the most about it don't have it themselves, right? There's people who ultimately say, well, I know my value. This is who I am. But you look at their actions, you look at who they're with, you look at the decisions and the choices that they make, and it's like, really? Your actions, your decisions, they mold you, they shape you, they send a message out to the world. This is who I am, right? And if you keep looping, you keep doing the same dumb stuff all over again, then ultimately that's the message that you're telling the world. I'm insane, okay? There is something wrong with me mentally, emotionally. I can't figure this stuff out, right? So I just keep looping, right? And it stems from a fact of a lack of self-worth. Let's take a look at the Empress for a moment. I mean, look at this beautiful queen, right? She is in every possible way a queen of queens. She sits in her throne. She doesn't move for anyone. Her stature, her stature is that of power, ability, and understanding of who she is in front of the world. In front of adversity, she is victorious in every way. She is the perfect image of greatness. There's a sense here of dynamism with this Empress. The fact that it's reversed tells me that you have taken a bit of a hit. The reason why you're making the decisions that you're making that are wrong is because you don't see your value, you don't see your self-worth. And ultimately you keep on, moving into the arms of the wrong people, and you keep on just looping, going and here's the thing, there has to be a change that needs to come into your life. You've got the Death card showing up here, and the Death card came out reversed. So there is a big drastic change that you need to make in your life that you're putting off. And here's the thing, it's catching up to you, okay? Whatever that Death card is, and it's different for different people, but ultimately it looks like it's a dude, it's a man. You've got the King of Swords showing up here inverted. This is a toxic, lying manipulator, right? So it looks like a lot of you can't make the right choice when it comes to partners, when it comes to dating, when it comes to friendships, when it comes to people. You keep on going after the toxic men that lie, they cheat, they steal, they use their words to manipulate. You can't help but go after that dude, right? And yeah, this is a childhood wound. It's almost like a lot of you that are watching this, you saw your father act this way, and so now this is what you're attracted to. So when you see a man acting like that, right, like your father, who's very toxic, you can't help but be attracted to that, right? It's time to change, right? It's time to take control of this situation. It's time to realize that you are an individual. You can't keep doing and you can't keep walking in the same steps that you did before. You're not a child anymore. You're a grown person. Maybe, I mean, ultimately a lot of young people were watching tarot readings, so but ultimately with the Princess of Swords showing up here, you're being asked to be a little bit more intelligent, right? Take what you've learned and apply it, right? You've got the King of Swords showing up inverted, and then you've got the Princess of Swords showing upright, which is you essentially being told to recognize and understand that you know what's right for you and you know what's wrong for you. You know how to identify it. Why? Because you've gained the knowledge, you've gained the ability from just so many mistakes that you've made in your life that you just know. And if you can't just keep going back and doing the same errors over again. So let's just go ahead and recap here, right? Talk less, feel more, embrace the flow of life, honor your feelings, and focus on the positive, right? So those are some really good messages from the oracles. I feel ultimately that new adventures are coming your way, but these things are not going to come unless there's a big shift in your mode of thinking, in your understanding, and in the decisions, right, that you're making. It's like you're getting away from the people that want to help you, and you're just inviting the toxic people that are going to lie and cheat and manipulate you. A lot of you are doing this, right? And it's because of some kind of childhood wound that you have not healed from your father. And I see that here with the King of Swords inverted, right? And it's leading you to not see the value in you. It's leading you into this kind of gloomy energy. So that is what I see here. Thank you guys for watching.